I never thought I would fall in love. Not because I didn't believe in love, but because I didn't think it was meant for me. My life was simple. I had a small job at a bookstore in the city. I lived alone in a tiny flat above the store. Every day was the same: wake up, work, come back, sleep. I didn't mind it. But sometimes, the silence hurt. I used to watch couples walk past the window, hand in hand, smiling and laughing. It made my heart ache a little. I would smile back at them, but deep inside, I felt something was missing in my life. I told myself, it's okay. Love is not for everyone. But still, I hoped, maybe one day. My friends tried to set me up with people. I met some nice girls, but the spark wasn't there. They would talk, laugh, and smile, but my heart didn't move. I thought maybe I was broken. Maybe my heart had forgotten how to feel love. Until one rainy day, everything changed. It was a quiet Wednesday. Rain was falling outside, soft and steady. I was in the store, putting books on the shelf when the bell rang. I turned around and saw her for the first time. She walked in with an umbrella, her coat wet from the rain. Her hair was a little messy, and she was smiling, not at me, just at the world, like the rain made her happy. I couldn't stop looking at her. "Hi," she said. Her voice was soft. "Do you have books about poetry?" "Yes," I replied, trying to hide how nervous I suddenly felt. "Follow me." She walked behind me as I led her to the poetry section. "Do you like poetry?" I asked. "I love it," she said. "Especially old love poems." I smiled. "That's rare." She looked at me and smiled too. "Not many people like them anymore, but they make me feel something." I nodded. "Me too." She spent a long time in the store. She picked a few books, sat down in the reading corner, and began reading. I watched her from behind the counter. She looked peaceful, lost in the words. I didn't know her name. But I already felt like she was someone special. Before leaving, she came to the counter. "Thank you," she said. "This place is beautiful." "You're welcome," I replied. "Come again." She smiled and left. I didn't sleep much that night. Her face kept coming back to me. She came again the next day. And the day after that. Soon, she became a part of my days. Her name was Aisha. She was a teacher at a nearby school. She loved books, especially poetry and romance. Every time she came, we talked more. We shared stories, laughed together, even argued about characters in books. I felt alive when she was around. One evening, she asked, "Do you want to have tea with me?" I was surprised but said yes. We went to a small tea shop nearby. It was warm inside, and the air smelled of cardamom. We talked for hours. She told me about her dreams, her childhood, her fears. I listened to her like her words were music. That night, when I walked her home, she said, "You're different." "How?" I asked. "You listen," she said. "Most people don't." From that day, we met almost every evening. Sometimes in the store, sometimes outside. My days were brighter, my heart lighter. Was this love? I didn't know yet. But I was falling, slowly, deeply. It was her birthday. I wanted to do something special. So, I closed the store early, decorated the reading corner with lights, flowers, and candles. I bought her favorite poetry book and wrote a small message inside. When she came, her eyes filled with tears. "You did this for me?" she asked. "Yes," I said. "Happy birthday." She hugged me. Her arms around me felt like home. We sat together, read poems, laughed, and shared cake. That night, I saw something in her eyes, something soft, something deep. "Can I tell you something?" she said. "Yes. I think I'm falling in love with you." My heart skipped a beat. "I think I already have," I whispered. She smiled, took my hand, and kissed my cheek. That was the beginning of our love. Life became beautiful after that. We did simple things, walked in parks, watched the rain, cooked together, read books, and made silly jokes. We never needed fancy restaurants or big plans. We were happy just being together. On Sundays, she would bring food and we would sit on the floor, eat and talk for hours. I learned how she liked her tea, how she loved the moon, and how she dreamed of writing her own book. She made me believe in love again. With her, I felt complete. My friends said I looked different, happier, lighter. She was not just my love. She was my best friend, my peace. But life, as always, had other plans. One evening, she didn't come. I waited, called, messaged. No reply. I got worried. The next day, I got a call from her sister. Aisha had been in an accident. She was in the hospital. I rushed there. She was lying in bed, pale and quiet. Her eyes opened slowly when she saw me. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "Don't be," I said, holding her hand. "You'll be okay." She stayed in the hospital for weeks. I visited her every day. Read her poetry. Held her hand. Told her stories. She got better, slowly. But something had changed. She looked tired, lost in thought. "What's wrong?" I asked one day. She looked away. I don't want to be a burden. You're not, I said. But I'm scared, she whispered. What if I'm never the same? I held her face. I don't love you because you're perfect. I love you because you're you. She cried that night. So did I. Her recovery was slow. But we faced it together. There were days when she couldn't walk much, days when she cried out of pain. But I never left her side. I helped her walk again, one step at a time. I encouraged her to write again. We made small goals: go outside for 5 minutes, write 1 paragraph, smile once a day. And slowly, she began to smile again. One morning, she said, "Thank you for staying." "I'll stay forever," I replied. She smiled. "Then marry me." I laughed. You stole my line. We didn't have a big wedding. Just a few friends, some flowers, and soft music. But it was perfect. That night, she whispered, "We made it." And I knew, no matter what happened, we would always make it. Years passed. We got older, but our love stayed young. We still went on evening walks, read books, and laughed at silly jokes. She wrote her first book and dedicated it to me. I cried when I read the first page. This is for the man who gave me back my smile. Life was not always easy. There were hard days, sick days, tired days. But love made everything worth it. One night, sitting under the stars, she said, "Do you still love me like before?" I took her hand and kissed it. More than before. She smiled, leaned on my shoulder, and whispered, "Then I am the luckiest woman in the world." And I knew, I was the luckiest man.